Hey guys, Akil here. Welcome back to your favorite podcast, the Trading Coach Podcast, coming your way 3 times a week on your favorite podcasting app. Today, we're going to take a look at a comparison between day trading and swing trading from a time, effort, and energy perspective. So a little bit different than what we usually look at it from. If you love the podcast, let me know. Leave me a rating or a review. It takes about 1 minute. Click the stars, write something nice, and boom, you've done your job. That way we can keep growing the show, keep reaching new traders, and keep coming up with cool topics to discuss. All right, let's hop in. Yeah, so one of the things, and I never strictly day traded. I was a swing trader first, and I started day trading when I started teaching, and then I love day trading. One of the things that I love about day trading is, so the pros and cons of day trading, right? One of the negatives of day trading is that one, it's fast. One, moves come quicker. You need to be on alert all the time. You need to have a good sense of focus. You need to be quick in your analysis. You need to know your plan inside and out, because if you don't want to miss an opportunity, right? That's one of the pros of, or one of the cons of day trading. Another con of day trading is that you need to consistently commit a certain amount of time to day trading every day. So Ann is saying 2 hours, right? 2 hours Monday, 2 hours Tuesday, 2 hours Wednesday, 2 hours Thursday, like whatever your days are, it's like a job. Like you have to clock in and be there. A positive of day trading is that once your 2 hour segment is over, and whatever time it may be for you, it could be 4 hours, 5 hours, however you get down. But once your allotted segment is over, your mind is free of the market, right? If your day trading day is from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, once 10 o'clock comes, it's like, you cash out. It reminds me of that video I shared with you before. Do you guys remember the elevator video that we did where I had the big fight? I told you guys the story. It was me and Jason Stapleton, and we were acting, and I wasn't sure if he was acting or just had PTSD and was going to break my neck, and like we were pretending to hit each other, and he was like, I didn't know how to throw punches, or throw like punches for movies. I know how to throw punches. Don't get me wrong. From Philly, right? I know how to get down. I can scrap, right? But he just told me just try to hit me for real, and I'm like, try to hit you for real. Here we go. And I tried to hit him for real, and I couldn't. He was like a Matrix ninja. And then he kept telling me I had to block his kick, and he would kick me for real, and I had to block it, and it hurt so bad, and my shins were bruised and bloody, but I was too much of a man to admit it, so I cried on the inside. I shared that story with you, right? So that story represented day trading. So if you guys remember the whole kind of video, this was a promo video we did for an event. The whole promo video was like light versus dark, good guy versus bad guy, where we came into the office, we're all happy and giddy and regular businessman stuff, folded paper underneath the armpit. And then like once we sit down on our computer, we're there, we're looking at news, and then like the clock ticks 8 a.m. And once 8 a.m. comes, we transform, right? I'll share the video with you. Once 8 a.m. comes, we transform and we get serious. And it's this whole kind of montage of it zooms out on me, and it's like 80 screens around, whatever like that. I left a few home, but only 80 for the video. 80 screens around, and it's like we enter the markets. And the whole thing is like we're fighting, right? We're day traders, we're battling it out in the markets, we're fighting. They're like, we're about to kill each other, and then you hear tick, and then it's like 10 o'clock. And it's like, day over. There's a video there's a movie like that too where it happens, where it's like they're fighting and then like the time ends and they just go home. But it was kind of like that. So once the day is over, everything's done, right? You're no longer worried about obviously if you have some people treat day trading differently. Some people, they'll close out all open positions at the time, or they'll do a one cancels other and just say, hey, I'm not going to manage it. Or some people do manage it. So there's different ways. Like I used to, if I had an open order, I would manage it until end of day. So I would still come back and check, which made life a little bit more stressful. But for many people, once their day trading day is over, it's over. They're cashed out. There's nothing in the market. You can go on with the rest of your day. And that freedom is amazing. Now, swing trading is a little bit of the opposite, right? So swing trading, the pros and cons of swing trading, right? Swing trading, you don't necessarily need that locked in type of focus commitment, right? We don't need that locked in type of focus commitment. I don't need to be in front of my chart for 2 hours, like with extreme focus, waiting for something to happen. Because in many cases with swing trading, unless you're using limit orders, now if you're using limit orders, you probably have them set in advance in your pre-market. But if you're waiting for a signal, so let's say that I'm someone trading on, let's just say an hourly, so a lower swing trading time frame. And I identify a level of structure, and I require a 3-bar reversal. Well, how many bars do I need before I can get a 3-bar reversal? It's in the name. 3. Yeah, it wasn't a trick question, right? So if I'm on an hourly chart, I can't get 3 bars until how many hours? Each bar is an hour, carry to 1, divided by 2, leap year, right? 3 hours. So I know that if price is approaching a level, I still have 3 hours. And this is if you need a 3-bar reversal, which is a rather aggressive entry. I know I have 3 hours before I can even do anything. So you have like that time where it's like, oh, what is it? This bar won't close until 9 o'clock. All right, even if that's the first bar, the next bar would be 10 and 11, right? I don't have to do anything until 11 o'clock, right? I don't know if you guys saw it. I did a behind the scenes day in the life of Akil, which wasn't very entertaining, but I put part of it up on YouTube as well. It was one of the trades we had here in the live room on Dollar Canada. And I remember leaving the room, it was a trade on the radar, and I said, hey, I need a lower close. I said, there's nothing I can do with this opportunity until 11 o'clock. And we ended the room like 9:30, whatever like that, or 10, 9:30. So I was like, I got an hour and a half, right? So I went and I worked out. I went to the grocery store, bought some food, came home with 15 minutes to spare. Of course, I didn't end up getting the entry signal because that's how the markets treat you. But the fact is I had all that time between my analysis and actually needing to do anything. So swing trading, you do have if you set yourself up correctly, it seems like you have to be kind of in the game 24 hours because the markets are moving 24 hours and you never know when the signals are coming. But if you know what you're doing, if you know what you specifically need, and obviously depending on your entry type, you actually have a lot more time than you think. And imagine yourself being a 4-hour trader. Well, if you need a 3-bar reversal on a 4-hour chart, now you've got 12 hours, right? So as long as you're organized with it, there's really a lot more freedom than you think. So it's, there's no, one's not better than the other, but they're kind of different in how things are set up. But again, it all depends on how you do things. So again, like, we take Aussie dollar and for example, and we're looking for a price action to reach that zone, right? If you're a counter trend trader, you're just saying, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to put a price alert on 65 even. I need a 3-bar reversal or a higher high, higher close for my entry. Okay, so once my price alert gets hit, let's say I'm on a 4-hour candle. Once my price alert gets hit, boom. Because I need a higher high, higher close, which is a 2 candlestick combination, I've still got 8 hours. So that price alert hits, and I need to wait for the close of that candle because we know there's a difference between a hold and a break below, close below. And then I have 4 hours for the next candle to form. Then I have 4 hours for the next candle to form. There's so much time in between it that although it's perhaps on your mind the entire time, it's not that sense of urgency because you can't act until blankety blank happens anyway. So it's an interesting, it's all about balancing, and it's easy for me to say I'm speaking with 18 years of experience in the market. So someone that knows exactly what he wants, is very confident, has been doing this for a long time. I can't remember too far back at this point, but I'm sure when I first started swing trading, I'm sure I was peeking at my chart every hour. because I didn't understand that I didn't need to, because I was so panicked about missing a move or an individual candle. I think once you get comfortable with like understanding yourself and your trading style and where price action has to go, right? Everything starts to slow down as you get better. And that's with anything in life, right? Enter, whatever job, sport. As you get better, things slow down. And you start to realize, it's just like reading a price chart. You start to like ignore more of the junk and pick out more of what's important. And once that happens, you start realizing you have a lot more time, because this has to happen before that can happen. And then it's no longer this panic mode of like, okay, what if we retrace while I'm in the bathroom? Oh my gosh, I'm sleeping, I'm this, I'm that. You realize like, hey, this is probably gonna take a couple hours. And as long as I'm back to check it, take a peek at it. And in these days, everything could be on our phone now, right? Back in the day, I used to scramble home and just to check a chart to realize that nothing ever happened, right? But it takes time. It's about organization. It's the same thing as like me and my wife figuring out how to manage 2 kids that have soccer practice at the same time in different locations. We used to complain about it, and then we have a friend of ours who they've got 5 kids. And they've got 5 kids doing 5 sports in 5 different locations, and they make it work. And I'm like, how do you do that? They're like, well, you just organize it. I drop one kid off here, and I go straight to that kid, and I go to that kid, I go to that kid, I tell that kid to wait. When that kid's done, I pick them up and make it around. I'm like, okay. But you figure out as you get more comfortable. They said the first year, they're like panicking, like they're going to lose a kid. They came home with 4, and like, we're forgetting something, honey. Oh, crap, Christian. But then after a while, you get used to it. So it's like, okay, I come 15 minutes early. I'm going to drop you off. Don't get in trouble. Drop to the other place. Drop that other one off. I'm going to come get you. You wait there for your friend. I'll come pick you up. Bada boom, bada bing. We're home. So it comes with time. It comes with time. In the podcast, I mentioned a really cool video, a visual, some may say, of what trading looks like. I will put the link to that video in the description box below. Anyway, if you want to learn how to trade, we got a website, www.tier1trading.com. You get coaching from yours truly, also Jason Greystone, and probably more importantly, a great community of traders of all different levels, meaning we have brand new traders on the platform. We also have traders that have been doing this for over 10 years that are sticking around to help support you. Community is key to success, and that's why we centered our education program around it. So check it out, www.tier1trading.com, and I'll see you guys next episode.